Hey y'all, it's your girl, Astonishing Figure, back at it again. And I hope everybody is doing amazing on today. I hope you guys are loving on the people that love on you. And I do apologize for the delay with my lives, but it was a lot of stuff going on in August. I don't know if it was just me, but I had a lot of stuff going on. So if you are listening to this, go ahead and hit that share button for your home skillet. I sure would appreciate it. But I'm not going to be before you guys very long. Y'all know my spiel. Y'all see the topic. Again, if you are listening to this, go ahead and hit that share button, please. And thank you. I hope y'all staying out of trouble too. Please. Don't be in no trouble. Please don't be in no trouble. Okay, so we're going to get right to it. Y'all see the topic. 3 traits, personality traits that most people lack. We all have shortcomings. Nobody's perfect out here. So we do all have shortcomings. And when I did my research about this, I really wanted to just touch on 3. They have about maybe 10 of them that most people lack in regards to a personality. But I just wanted to do 3 for you guys. So 3 traits, personality traits that most people lack. And once again, it's no fault of your own. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. But sometimes we do lack these things in our life for the greater good of our personality. Hey D, how are you? I'm doing well. Go ahead and hit that share button for me if you are listening to this on tonight. So, not going to be before you guys very long. 3 things. The first one is self-control. I know at some point in your life, you have lost control of yourself. And it's like I said, it's no fault of your own because this is what we do. We're human. So when we lose self-control, we are battling between impulses and making the right decision. So when someone catches us off guard, yeah, we about to go in. We about to go in, right? Because you didn't caught me off guard. But the thing that you need to prepare yourself for is that you can be caught off guard any given time. So it's very important for you to know how to control yourself. So let me ask you, are you able to do a business deal with somebody that you know that doesn't like you, almost hates you? Are you able to do that? That's self-control. Are you able to get along with your baby mother or your baby father or your husband or your wife for the greater good of your children? That's self-control. Are you able to not eat what you not supposed to eat if you're on a diet, or exercise at a right time like you're supposed to? That's self-control. And we all lack this at one point in our life. So once again, this is not to attack anybody, because sometimes I lack self-control. Okay. So are we controlling ourselves when somebody catches us off guard? Are we able to think that fast to respond in a proper way for the right reason, not for the wrong reason? And some of us may say no, because I ain't a killer, but don't push me. Okay? That's shout out to Tupac. Okay? So our biggest trait that we lack is self-control. And this is something that we have to work on every single day. I mean, we started working on this trait when we were young, toddlers, and we're still working on it right now as adults. Especially if you are trying to follow a diet plan, or trying to exercise, or trying to bring some structure into your life. Sometimes that self-control is a lack thereof, right? So the second one is being judgmental. We all have been judgmental to somebody at some point in our life. A lot of people are suffering right now in things because they don't want to tell their people about it, because they're judgmental. So somebody may stay in an abusive relationship because they don't want to hear, well, I told you he wasn't no good. Nobody wants to hear that. Shut up. be quiet, please, and thank you. Stop judging me. Stop trying to make yourself a better person, and making my situation seem so horrible. So when people are judging, they are not accepting that person for who they are. They are pretty much saying, where you are is not good enough for me. So I'm going to judge your whole life right now. And I know somebody like, who are you? Who are you to judge me when you ain't even got nothing going on yourself? So when we are being judgmental, some people are judging those people because they lack security within themselves. They have insecurities within themselves, so they are quick to judge someone else. So I caught myself being judgmental last night. I told you, everybody has one of these traits. That's why it's called the lack. Like, these are the most traits that people lack. A thing came on the TV. I was watching with one of my friends, and I said, ooh, that dress ugly. Right then, I just judged that lady for wearing that dress. I mean, she thought it was fly. But me being me, I'm like, ooh, that dress is ugly. That's being judgmental. Because it's bringing a negative aspect to something that somebody else thought that was positive. I mean, she thought she was popping, you know? Like that dress with all them flowers. It was so many flowers. Never mind. It was so many flowers on it. But I judged that lady for having that dress on when it really wasn't. It was irrelevant for me to even judge. It was irrelevant. So when you are judging, wait until you actually know that person. Like, if I would have actually looked at the whole thing instead of judging her right off the bat, maybe I would have realized, like, oh, that is kind of cute. Or, you know, she didn't pick it out. The people that, you know, did the show picked it out. I wouldn't have been so judgmental. So that song, that old school song, Don't Ask My Neighbor, I don't know how many people know that, but that's real old school. So it's pretty much saying, don't ask people about me. Come get your own opinion about me before you start judging who I am. And a lot of people lack this. So somebody may not like somebody because of somebody else. And I understand that there's codes to things, but that doesn't mean that you have to be rude and disrespectful just because your cousin don't like that person. In some way, somebody has to be mature. I'm not saying be BFFs with that person. Don't be BFFs, but you don't have to be so mean and cruel, because that's not even your beef. I understand you on cuz side, which you should, but you don't have to do all the extra stuff because you don't know who that person actually is. So we all fall short with judging. That's me too. Like I said, I just judged the lady for the flowery dress she had on in the movie, and I didn't even. So we all fall short with judging people. And like I said, it's sometimes because of the inadequacy that we feel about ourselves. Maybe I was inadequate about myself, judging her. Maybe she looked better in the dress than I did, but I didn't know that I was doing that, and I just called it ugly. Who knows? So that's the second thing, being judged or being judgmental. The third trait that most people lack is paying attention. We always want to talk. We never pay attention to the words that's coming out of people's mouth. That's why it's a lot of failed relationships, because we do not listen to where that person is coming from. That's why people get fired from jobs, because your boss said, clean up your desk, turn off the light, and turn in the paperwork. All you did was turn in the paperwork. You forgot to cut off the light and clean off your desk. Now you're fired. So paying attention to what people are saying to you is very important. Paying attention to the words, listening, looking at the body language, that all makes a difference in paying attention to what is going on. Even when you walk in a room, you pay attention. You read the energy that's in the room because you want to get a better understanding of what's going on in the room. Same thing with your environment, anything that you do. We tell at a young age, once again, we always, kids, pay attention, pay attention. And when they don't, see, I'm the mama that would say something to you and ask you, did you hear it? And then I want you to repeat it back to me so I can see if you was paying attention. Because I want you to understand. So when you pay attention to things, you have a better understanding about what is going on instead of just going off of impulses and what you think you know and your opinion. You start to get facts about the whole situation. So once again, I'm the parent that tells them to repeat themselves. So if they can't repeat it, maybe the way I'm delivering the message is wrong or they're not getting it. So we have to change our perception when we pay attention to things and people don't get it. Maybe it's our approach and how we're approaching things, or it could be people just don't want to listen and then shut up and keep it moving at that point, because it's not your fault, it's theirs. They don't care. When people don't pay attention, they don't care. That's what they're telling you. And there's no other way around it. We're not sugarcoating anything. If they're not paying attention, they don't care. Unless they, they're a child that has, some developmental issues and stuff like that. That's different. But if you're in a relationship, or if you have a child or a coworker, if they're not listening, they don't care. And that's a harsh reality. That's one of those harsh realities. So when you are paying attention, you are able, like I said, to get more facts instead of your opinions about things. People are so good at adding their 2 cents in to what is going on instead of paying attention to what is actually going on. Again, when you have lack of attention for something, you showing lack of interest. So if I join a college course, or if I'm in something, I am paying attention. I'm writing down notes. I'm showing my interest. But if I don't care, I'm just sitting there on my phone like, when is this class over? Because I'm ready to go. So that's the way some things go sometimes. So once again, 3 personality traits that we all lack. The first one, self-control. The second one is paying attention. And then the third one is being judgmental. So again, I wasn't going to be before you guys very long. So I hope this helped, because again, I have struggles myself. Because I can sit there in a meeting, I'll be doodling. I'm paying attention, but I'm not paying attention as much as I probably should. So with the girl with the dress, I was judgmental, right? Because I judged her about her dress. So we all lack these characteristics, but it's up to us to be mindful that we lack them so we can enhance them and do better, right? So it's your girl, Astonishing Figure, and I hope you guys enjoyed this information on tonight. If you are listening, go ahead and hit that share button for your home skillet. I sure would appreciate it. At the first part of the year, I'm actually going to start my event bites, which is going to be, I'm going to actually do it through Zoom and in person. I don't know how. Just trust the process, okay? Trust the process. But I'm going to start doing classes. I'm going to start teaching classes on leadership. I have been saying this and saying this and saying this, and this is what I'm going to do. So more information on that. And I'm going to upload this on YouTube. You guys be safe on tonight. Love on the people that love on you. Respect the people, even if they don't respect you, because it's coming back. It's coming back to you. I love you guys. I love you guys. I love you guys. Be safe out there. Until next time, peace.